Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your bonus reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you go on to enjoy the message, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to inquire about private readings, I have my email in the description box and I'm going to add it right here so you can shoot me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I see very clear here if you had anything, any question in your heart space, it seems like the answer is going to come very soon. I see spade right there. And spade represents, I think it's the energy of swords compared to tarot. And spade is also, literally a spade is used to dig some things up. And there's a treasure right here, or maybe on the treasure map, something is marked and they actually bury something down there. So some of you might had an access to that kind of a treasure, okay? This month can be about having access to that treasure, but you need to grab the spade and start digging this thing up, okay? And the spade is white, meaning this can be something very bright and clear, so you wouldn't have any doubts about where the treasure is buried. If you're having any doubts, if you're thinking, oh, should I do this? Should I talk to this person? For example, your treasure might be buried talking to someone, okay? Or it can be about like going somewhere, finding where the treasure is. Like, it's just, I feel like here, this is something that is going to make you feel good. It's not going to make you feel bad. Don't force a conversation with someone if that's the treasure that doesn't want to talk to you, and then it just annoys you, and then you think, oh, that's where the treasure is buried. I need to talk. That's not it. That's not the case. The case is, it's crystal clear. There is like an open communication, telepathy, even telepathy. Like that other person is sending you signals. Telepathy. I don't know how it's called. Okay, so this seems like there's still some time for this to show up, but I feel overall this is going to end in a very good place. When we look at here, I see two people on a raft going down a river. But the thing is, there's rafting and there's a different type of rafting. In some wild rivers, you wouldn't know what's happening. It's just like getting beat up by the water. That's how that feels like. And in some rivers, which was my experience that I went to rafting back in the day somewhere in America, the river was very long, very calm. There was only little parts of it were actually wavy. Other than that, it was really calm. It was a calm ride. And there are some rafting rivers in Turkey, for example, like right here, they're wild. They just literally slap you. Okay. So I feel like some of you are going on a journey here. That's where the raft, you have a company there. It's not alone. And this is the journey of excitement because the river is not stagnant. The other one that I went to was really boring. Some parts of it wasn't even like moving. So this is something moving, but it's not like traumatic experience, like it's the river slapping you, okay? So some of you, this can indicate like a journey maybe that you're going to set off to. This can be an activity that you're going to be doing, or this can be something that you have as a vision in your mind. You want to pursue it, you want to do something, and this is the beginning of that journey. Okay, you have here a bird on top of your head. A bird might bring some news, and that can actually start things off. But the thing is, when you get the news, you need to get on the raft and you need to start moving. Meaning, when the door opens, you need to enter and step in. When the invitation comes, you need to become available. When the calling comes, sometimes calling comes within, even though you don't see the change outside. When you start to change what's within, the journey starts happening, okay? And then the thing starts to align here. And I feel like this journey can lead some of you to a big ship. You can see the bigger ship right here. And let's interpret it in a positive note, because like you're starting with a raft, and maybe even before the month ends, it's going to be a massive ship for you that you're going to get on. And can be I'm thinking maybe a cruise ship, something can be solid. material. This can also be upgrade. Maybe you deciding to, rent your own apartment. Maybe you're living with a crowd or a family. You rent your studio, one bedroom, maybe apartment, and then this journey is going to really excite you, really inspire you, and then you're going to be in the mansion, maybe moving to a big mansion. It can be that kind of a thing. This can be like starting a journey small, and then the better your energy gets, the better, the higher place that you're going to actually climb. Can be something like that as well. I see in front of the ship, there's a man right here. Kind of reminds me of a little bit a dog as well. A man and a dog. This can be someone loyal to you and standing in front of the ship. This can be, I'm going to say maybe an insurance person. Why not? It can also a companion coming into your life, but you're not allowing this person into the ship immediately. So it can be something or someone that is along the journey with a high energy that are going to actually appear in your life. You can be asking what's high energy, because it sounds a little like off, like what is the high energy, how you create the high energy. I was actually listening to this guy called John DeMartini, and he was in the movie Secret, and so I started watching his videos. Sometimes this happens to me. I go back, I watch all those people in the Secret movie, their own individual videos. And he says he actually, back in the day when he had his own practice, during the day when he lost energy, he feels drained, he was actually jumping and like singing with a high voice, like pumping himself up to gain a lot of energy. And when you change your physiology, your body, it actually affects your brain as well, okay? And if you actually read the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends, no, the other one, How to Speak, like it's the one that is about speaking. He says that there, we think that our body always follows the thought. Yes, it does. When you think about negative things, your body actually gets slumps down. But sometimes your thoughts can follow your body as well. Okay, that's why I feel here the ship is going to be powered. Well, if you can manage those circumstances, okay, if you can manage that, your body, when your mind is feeling down, when you can manage your body, the ship will be powered here, okay? I know this is turning into from this, like what's in the cup to what's coming through, and I like that because it's like a channeling energy. I like that. But it's also, I feel here is like maybe for some of you needs to hear right now. Maybe you're losing hope. You don't have any option. And it seems like the option is within you. It's within you. Now your decision is going to change the outcome. I see there's a conversation happening with someone. It's actually reaching to the past and to the future. So some of you above the ship, you might have a leverage, or some of you might actually have the ship already readied for you. The help might be coming from the past. Maybe someone you helped in the past might be showing up here to give you the ship or help you to move the ship, because it's a big business to prepare the ship and also put it on the water and going on a journey, going to different ports and stuff. So I feel like someone might be giving you very good advice about that. And it seems like that's actually going to move forward. It's going to create further conversations. This can be applicable to relationships as well, guys. It doesn't have to be always business, money, career, or anything like that. It can be the flow of life as well, what you want to do with your life. I see in your heart space, you might not really have clarity at this moment, but it seems like the shadow is parting. And I see here one and one, they're upside down and clicking on each other. Kind of reminds me of a little bit yin yang. But now I get closer, I see the face of a horse here. Towards the end of the month, even some of you, one is like something is clicking in the right place, and it can bring some of your wish fulfillment, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. Let's see what's happening. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see a drumstick here. There was a fish right here. Drumstick is a good sign. It can symbolize a bounty, something that will be fulfilling. I mean, if you're vegetarian, we can interpret this. Vegetarian can eat fish, right? Kind of like maybe a fish. Fish can be material satisfaction. And it seems like the desire is coming rather fast. The energy is with you. But in your, like, some things that is being hidden right now in behind a curtain right now. So maybe you don't see how it's going to happen, but movement is actually like your mind's movement is going to bring things faster. Meaning, don't think against it, okay? There are two people here. One of them is covering his face. Men usually don't, but I feel like this can be like a biker, someone climbs up the mountain, they cover their faces, someone may be living in cold environments. The two of them, both of them covering their mouth, and it seems like and the background, maybe a negotiation or communication happening about you. What's going to happen next? What are you going to do next? Okay. So that's after their conversation, the drumstick or the fish or maybe the bounty, let's say, is going to show up. So these people may be even talking about how to help you or how to solve a problem of yours, okay? Or maybe it's general. They're talking about what they need to do that is going to give you an idea to how to solve your situation too, okay? Let's see what we have here when it comes to your tarot. Then I'm going to look into your shadow, what's in the shadow, and how the fortune is going to maybe resolve it. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is very significant because it can symbolize all the weight on your shoulders, all the things that you're trying to do all by yourself. You see, it just creates all this gloomy weather, this darkness in the forest, and the branches are covering your pathway. Why? Because you are trying to do everything all by yourself. The thing is, this can be in the spiritual sense or this can be in the physical sense. You might ask for help from the people that are around you, or you can ask for help from the divine. Either way works out. It is going to start clearing the branches, okay? It's about maybe even knowing that you can do it. You have the capacity to do it, but you're allowing something else to come forward and help you with it, okay? We have Death card here. Death card, I want to pull some more and see what's coming. Oh, 5 of Swords. Okay, this can be the death of a shady situation. You might be dealing with a situation that doesn't know how to stop. And this can even be a person for some of you that just doesn't accept defeat. And they do all the shady things in order to win, but the death is coming forward. I feel like you're maybe detaching from what they do. You don't care at the end of what they do or what they say. The thing is, this is about being aware, and if this is you, like something is coming to an end, maybe you don't want to let it go. You're so attached to it. This can be the relationship with the shady one. Maybe there's an attachment you're thinking you are benefiting from that you don't recognize it right now. It seems like here that's going to be revealed to you as well. And there's a new adventure. This is 3 of Wands. In the original 3 of Wands tarot, we see actually a merchant looking at his ship sailing towards a new place, basically, and this is what it is. So there's a new adventure, a new beginning, something that you trust, moving forward happening here, but it will require you to leave that negativity, even negative people behind, which came forth with your cup as well. So I feel like Death card can be a Scorpio. Death card can be a relationship coming to an end. But the thing about the Death card is this is something that doesn't serve you anymore. Right afterwards, this person might actually try to come back and try to do something shady, try to win you back. But you are so confident with where you're going, so you wouldn't care to go back to this person or to this situation, okay? You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't care to do that. We have 6 of Wands. This is your victory. So if you're feeling intimidated, you're thinking, if I don't go back, they can actually hurt me. 6 of Wands tells me no one can hurt you now. No one can touch you. You're untouchable. 6 of Wands is the energy of the victory. Like, come back from the excursion, maybe even victorious. Like, you're going to get what your heart is desiring, your true intentions. Ace of Cups is a new relationship, new love. That's why, like, it came to me, I guess, when you cut off the old a new one is going to replace it. It can be a fulfilling new relationship showing up that will be aligned with your current values and yourself. It can be your heart's desire coming forward and the strength following that. This is actually going to really hit the spot because the strength is not about your suffering. I feel like this strength is all the lessons that you learned out of the situation is going to be useful, that you're going to be able to use it here. And you're strong, you're powerful, you are capable now to manage this. You're capable to say no to what you don't want to do and you draw your boundaries strong. Okay, now you are you're in a better place, let's say. Another thing, we have the Emperor here. Emperor can be an Aries coming forward, but also Emperor is your taking charge of the situation. Basically, I feel like we have a fire energy, heavy fire here. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. These can be companions. They're going to accompany you during this journey, or this can represent your really manifesting passionate, whatever you're passionate about. You're going to be manifesting those in your life, plus the ones that are actually on the same scale with you. They're on the same page with you. But the Emperor also suggests that you need to really discipline your mind and you need to really take things seriously, because if the emperors, when we look at the history, when they start to slack their work, even if they're not capable, if they can improve their knowledge, if they can act the part, they will sit on the throne. They sit on the throne. They sat on the throne. You can look in the past records. But even if they were so highly qualified, but they didn't take what they do seriously, they doomed to fail. Okay, so that's why you need to just really embody the situation here. We have anguish as a shadow coming. I feel like here, this can be what you're feeling. If I leave this attachment to the past person or the situation, I'll be anguished. Let's see. Simply knowing there's an end to this feeling of sorrow is the very beginning of your healing process. So nothing lasts forever, guys. There's something I heard from one of those celebrities recently, actors, and he says, what's the best quote that you heard? They ask him, and he says, "This too shall pass. This too shall pass." Are you feeling good? Are you doing amazing? That will pass. Are you feeling sad, anguished, and discouraged? That will pass too. Because the feelings are we are basically flowing with the river. You're flowing, you're in the river, and everything, think of the feelings are like the stones on the side of the river, and you're passing them. You're passing through them. I don't think they pass. I think you pass. We pass. Leave them behind, okay? So let's see what the fortune is going to bring to you. We have a plane. I saw a ship. These are planes. Planes are ships too, but the flying ships, basically. Journey is indicated. Either physically or metaphorically, your life become more full. Love to see that. And we have the beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. I felt the same energy, 5 of Swords coming here. So beware also can indicate that something you thought you're done with, want to maybe come back again, then you need to just look at your ships and keep sailing. You shouldn't go back to that, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave more readings on the screen. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. And I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.